Yeah, I know somebody got shirk. They just shirk. It's in your head right now. But no, we don't worship the flesh of Master Farrakhan Muhammad. He said it is not the body that's eternal.
Is Brother Ben here? Brother Ben. Now, Ben got a heck of a program. A lot of people listening to Brother Ben. And Ben tells them about the minister.
When I first came into the Nation of Islam, I said, what do they mean by in the person of Master Farrakhan Muhammad? I thought that God was something in the sky, in the sweet by and by after we die. Y'all know I was spooked out. I would look in the sky and imagine two eyes and say, look at him looking down at me. You imagine him smiling. But then when I looked at the scripture, it says, ye are all gods. Then it says that, don't you know that you are the real temple of God and that the Spirit dwells within you? See, when we come to the temple, we get all cleaned up, dressed up, smiling good, finally brushed our teeth this morning. We turn the rap music down. We don't cuss. We respectful. But when we get amongst each other, we don't have that same respect and that same thought process as when we coming into a physical building. But the real building and the real temple of God is us who are made by the God, the supreme being. So scripture says, how can you love God whom you've never seen yet hate your brother who you see every day? Now, I don't think that means that God can't be seen. But I believe that he is seen in your brother and sister at the essence. So when I come into the Nation of Islam, we learn about, hey, who is that original man? When it says in the scripture, let us make mankind in our image and after our likeness, then we got to figure out, why don't it say let us make man? Why do it say let us make mankind? So we talking about a kind of a man. And then we got to ask the question, well, who is this us? Who is this our? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that is us, black man and woman. We are the real mothers and fathers of civilization. So I'm sharing these things because I feel like at the root of what we believe in the Nation of Islam is very important to our development as human beings. And when we talk about in the person of Master Farrakhan Muhammad, it said he came like a thief in the night, right? Yes, sir. Now y'all know he was a black man, right? Yes, I know he looked white, but y'all know his father was a black man, right? Now listen now, I know y'all know some brothers. Y'all probably used to, okay, you didn't used to steal. You know a cousin that used to steal. Now when he go and steal something, do he go in there with his face seen? He put a ski mask on, don't he? So he come like a thief, don't he? So he's coming so that you can't really identify him. So this is why when he came like a thief in the night, he was looking like them, but he was really us. He was trying to get in amongst us so he can teach us some knowledge of ourselves. He said, knowledge itself, the minister said, knowledge itself increases in love for self. How can you love what you don't know? He said, we be lying when we talking about I love everybody. How you love everybody, but you hate your own black self when you look in the mirror. So knowledge of self increases love for self, and then the love for self, that's what increases the respect for self. Because after I love myself and I got knowledge of myself, now I treat myself differently. And now that I treat myself differently, I have a standard for myself. Now I won't let you disrespect me either. Like that car that you love. We put the best gas in it. We're going to keep it clean, right? We're going to put the best paint on it. But ourselves, when we think little of ourselves, we put the worst food in ourselves. We're going to put the worst drinks within ourselves. And look what we say. You know we're going to justify it. We're going to die anyway. Well, that car going to die anyway. Why don't you put the worst gas in there? Put some water in there instead of gas. So we treating these things better, but we're not treating ourselves better. But the more knowledge we have about ourselves, the more we love ourselves, the more we'll treat ourselves better. Now, what did he mean by God came into person? I'm still trying to figure this thing out. He's unseen. Well, the minister explained it this way one day. He said, God is like electricity. It's unseen, ain't it? Can y'all see electricity in here today? I can. Now, we maybe can't see the electricity itself. I get what you were saying. But I see that light bulb. Now, if we came in here and all the lights was off, y'all would have said, these brothers didn't pay the electricity bill. These brothers, we got to add on to the charity. But the reason that we see the electricity is through the conduit, which is the light bulb. So we like the conduits. He said the power most of the time is unseen. So we see the moon, we see the sun, we see the light bulb, but the power that's powering the light bulb is unseen. So when we say we gods, I know somebody saying my cousin can't be a god. This nigga here done stole the eggs last week. He can't be. God ain't no stealer, right? Well, let's think about it. Whenever you get an idea and something comes up in the mind, think about an old cartoon. What comes up over the head? A light bulb. So that's giving us some type of symbolic meaning, right? So all that means is your cousin light bulb has been turned off. That's all that means. Your cousin light bulb has been turned off. So if I go in and I turn my light bulb and I hit that switch, the lights come on. If I turn it off, the lights go out. Well, what has happened is this world has turned their switch off. And this is why someone is needed to come in like a master electrician, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, a master electrician like the Master Farrakhan Muhammad, and a master electrician like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, that can rewire our minds and turn our light bulb back on so that we can shine light on the world and show that we are truly gods. So if the scripture says, be ye transformed, not by the renewing of money, but be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind. If we go and renew the mind of the black man, go renew the mind of the black woman, you will look at him and see God once again. So man, once I got that teaching, I said, oh, okay, that's what it means. Because he said we don't worship the flesh of Master Farrakhan Muhammad. Yeah, I know somebody got shirk. They just shirk. It's in your head right now. But no, we don't worship the flesh of Master Farrakhan Muhammad. He said it is not the body that's eternal, it's the wisdom that's eternal. And that wisdom can transform through any human being, just like this light bulb, that light bulb. It's a bunch of light bulbs in here, but it's only one electricity. So we do indeed serve no God but Allah.
Is Brother Ben here? Brother Ben. Now, Ben got a heck of a program. A lot of people listening to Brother Ben. And Ben tells them about the minister. And Ben tells them about the minister.